So it's really easy to prepare your flowers and press your flowers, and honestly it can be done in no time at all. You don't have to keep waiting all those weeks to press them. I've just been out in my garden and just pulled a few flowers. And what I'm going to do is quickly prepare those flowers. Now where I've got a stem like that, if I don't want the stem on, I literally just cut it right the way down. The leaves I'm okay with, and this is the great thing, you can dry all sorts of leaves with this as well. Those flowers are fine. I love pansies and I put them into resin an awful lot and I've run out. So again, just preparing these. I don't need that long stem on them, although if you want to dry it with, actually I'll dry one with the stem and show you, but the others I will cut right the way back like that. And I'll prepare all the flowers in the same way. So the flower press that I'm going to use is this one. It is the Etcokei. No, I've not said that right. Microwave flower press is great value and you can do lots of layers with it as well. Although it's really important to read the instructions. It comes with 2 of these elastic straps, but unfortunately I've lost one. So there's nothing new there, is there? And it comes with quite a lot of foam pads and these cloths. And it's really important to prime these first before you do anything else. And when I mean prime them, I mean you need to wet them. If you don't, what will happen is they will burn. And you don't want them to burn. So all I do is give mine a quick spray over with water like this. And the same with the cloths that I'm going to use. You don't want them sopping wet, but you do want them wet. Okay, and then all I have to do is place that on there like that. And these pads are 100% wool, so you will get a little bit of odour coming from them, and that is nothing. That is really, really normal for that to happen. And it does stop after several uses. And then all I'm going to do is carefully, he says, place my flowers down like this, and you can have them going either way, it's up to you. Try not to overlap them, because if you overlap them, what will happen is they will stick together and you don't want that. Then wet the next cloth that goes on top, wet the next pad, put that on top of there, and then you can build another layer. Honestly, I didn't believe these would work, and I used to dry my flowers the old-fashioned way until I discovered these. And now I would never go back to pressing flowers the old-fashioned way if I can help it. Because this is so much easier and quicker. And the other thing is, you can use your own home microwave. It's not going to hurt that at all. I mean, this is my crafting microwave that I use for crafting all the time. Now, there are full instructions that come with this. I like to do 2 layers, and I keep these as spares for later, but you can do all the layers if you want. You've got your flowers pressed in there together like that. You've got your little sandwich, and then you put your elastic on it, and you do get 2, and it can come from there. And then what I do is I pop it in my microwave, and it gives you all the timings in the book, and you want to do it for quick bursts. What you don't want to do is do it in a one long burst, because you will burn it. It needs to be quick bursts. So my first burst I'm going to do is going to be for a minute. You can do it for 100 seconds, but I like to do my very first burst for a minute, and I'll show you why when that minute is over. And I've done loads like this, so I'm really quite used to how it works, and you will find a way as well, because it depends on the strength of your microwave. Now this is a 800 watt microwave, but you can run it at 700 watts. Now there will be some steam in here as it starts to build up, so be careful when you're taking it out. So that's the first one, and that's had 60 seconds. Now I'm not going to do anything with that other than turn that over and then put it on for another 60 seconds. And I always turn it over in between each go. Okay, so that's now had its extra 20 seconds, and I'm not sure if you can see, but there's some steam coming off there. What I do is I tend to get rid of the steam or the condensation that's in the microwave first, and I have found that that really does help dry it. And I'll let that sit now for about 30 seconds, and then I'll put it in again, but this time I'll put it in for 90 seconds and let that again do its thing before I do the next stage. And you're better off using freshly cut flowers as well, not ones that have been hanging around for a while, because you're less likely to get them to go brown. They're more likely to keep their colours, and they dry much better. And there we go, we can see the steam coming out now a little bit, and that's had its 90 seconds. And I'll take that out and rest it. I'll turn it over ready for it to go in for its last burst. And its last burst I will put in for 30 seconds. So that's had its last burst, and what I'll do is I'll take those out and I'll let that stand there now for probably about, I don't know, 30 or 40 seconds. And then once it's cooled down enough, I can check and see if they're dried. It might seem weird that you're drying with steam, but it actually works really well. So now that's cool enough, what I can do is I can gently take this off, take the foam off. That's still damp, so it's fine. And I'll remove that. Now, you will get some that are stuck to your piece like that. And all you have to do get rid of that being stuck there is to stretch it, and then that'll come off. And that is completely dried now, that flower. Different flowers take different drying times. Leaves, I always find, take longer than flowers. So again, if you're having any difficulty, the easiest way to do it is just stretch your fabric in that direction, stretch it in that direction, and then pull them off. And again, that is completely dry. And how I store them is, I will store them in an ice cream tub like this, or any sort of pot. I've got some silica that come with things, and I've also got a little stocking full of silica. I put some kitchen roll in the bottom, and then I place these like this, and they last for such a long time, and they keep all their colour and everything, and they're great to use in resin or anything else, card making or whatever you want to use them for. Just be gentle with them, because now they're dried, they're very fragile. So for instance, that one, I mean, I'm quite heavy handed. You could use tweezers, but I haven't got time to get the tweezers out. And look how beautiful that is. It's so pretty. So I highly recommend these. They don't cost hardly anything, and when you think of the price we have to pay for dried pressed flowers online, this will pay for itself the first time you've used it, to be honest. I will link it in the description below. If I've got a discount code, I'll link that as well. So don't forget, Etcokei microwave flower press, helping you make dried flowers in minutes. So in less than 30 minutes, we've pressed all those flowers, and they're all in there, and you can just keep going on and on. Keep dampening off your pads though in between each round, because that way you'll make sure you get a really good result. And they are very, very dry as well. I hate doing this, but I want to show you how dry they are. So that's how dry they are. And as long as you keep them nice and dry, because they will absorb moisture from the atmosphere if you're not careful, all I do is I pop a piece on there like that, put my two pieces in there, and I build that up over time, and then I just get rid of the air and I put them to one side, and they will be great for the whole of the year. Hope you've enjoyed this. Check it out. It's well worth the money. You can use it in so many different things, so many different projects, dried flowers, and it's so much cheaper than buying them. Boot that like button, hit that subscribe button, and if I've got a discount code available, then I'll link it in the description with the link for this. But it is a brilliant thing. Take care, enjoy your crafting. Bye.